Alright, welcome back to A Kiss with the Petals, Remembering How We Met, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. It's time to start another hot day of school. The scenery on my way back to school was the same as always. Here and there you could hear people cheerfully calling out, "Good day to you." Yeah, girls' schools. Too bad you had to apply to one. I had been at a co-ed school before, so I couldn't help but picture girls' schools as a kind of catty harem-like place. Yeah, good thing it's more of a kissy-feely type of place. Everyone was so nice. Whenever I accidentally said, "Good morning," instead of, "Good day to you," no one ever made fun of me. The scenery at this school was made up of more cheer and laughter than I could have imagined. So much so, it actually surprised me. All the things I'd been worried about before transferring ended up not being true at all. My worries that I might be teased or bullied were totally unnecessary. There was a slight sense of separation from the others, but that was probably unavoidable. After all, these girls were truly refined, so none of my general experience from my old school was applicable here. None of them knew the first thing about shows on TV, and the names of common snacks from convenience stores never came up. Instead, they gave their opinions on the operas of kabuki theater they saw with their families on the weekends, and the new creations they sampled at their favorite pâtissier's tasting parties. I already accepted there would be a culture gap, but it was so much more stark than I'd imagined. The girls were very considerate, though, and tried to tone down the socialite conversation around me. Lately, I had been spending a lot of time hanging out with Aya, who came from the same humble origins I did, so I was glad not to have to worry about being isolated anymore. A sudden gust of wind came along and blew up the skirts of several girls, including myself.
見えちゃいましたわ。嫌ですわ。見られちゃいましたか？素敵なレースのパンティーでしたわね。こういう時もあるのだから、下着にも気を配りなさいと母が申しておりましたの。
Uh-oh, you're giving Hazuki ideas. Underpants. I didn't realize there were still people who called them that. Wasn't that kind of word someone's mom would use? I thought that term was totally dead. Not only that, her concern wasn't to avoid having her underwear seen, but to ensure that it would be alright, even if they were seen. There were so many things I wanted to interject with, but I didn't know either of them, so I just let it go.
まあ、渚はまた可愛くないパンティー履いてるし。
Let it go, like the wind. Huh? That voice sounded familiar.
機能性重視だよ、リナ。ダメよ。渚は可愛いんだから、下着も可愛いの履かないと。リナの言う可愛いのって、走る時にチクチクして集中できない。じゃあ、チクチクしないパンティーをプレゼントするわ。それでいい？
Even those two were talking about it. Did it just go without saying that everyone at this school referred to underwear as underpants?
あんまり高価な下着は嫌だよ。もう渚は貧乏症ね。リナの経済感覚がダメなだけ。私は正常。リナダメじゃないもん。リナ、ここは誰もいないみたいだよ。
It looks like no one else is around, so let me show you my underwear again.
あ、ほんとだ。
I really wasn't trying to spy on them. Yeah, right, that's what every spy says. Hidden behind a column, Nagisa-san and Rina-san embraced each other. Oh, yes. Step 1. First base has been achieved, and it's only gonna get sexier and hotter. And it only took 2 hours. Are you eating her or are you kissing her? I'm not quite sure. They were making out? And here, of all places? And on top of that, Nagisa-san, the one who seemed annoyed just a minute ago, was now being even more assertive than Rina-san? Was she really that audacious when she thought no one was looking? I saw it. Just now. Nagisa-san's tongue in Rina-san's mouth.
Kawaii, Rina.
Just come out. What was I supposed to do? If anyone found me standing here dumbfounded, I'd be finished. I hastily tried to hide myself behind some foliage, but it backfired. I timidly raised my head to find both of them looking at me. Rina-san looked super pissed.
あんた、何覗いてんのよ。ごめん。覗くつもりはなかったんだよ。だったらリナたちが何してるか気がついた時点で気配殺して消えればよかったのよ。いや、それはそうなんですけどね。
It was too hot for TV. I was just so shocked by what I saw. It never even crossed my mind to leave.
あんたが邪魔したせいでせっかくのキスが終わっちゃったじゃないの。どうしてくれるの？どうってねえ。
I looked to Nagisa-san for help.
リーナ、その辺にしておいたら？
She handed me a lifeline. Thank you, Nagisa-san.
いやよ、久しぶりの渚からのキスだったのに。
Now Nagisa-san was looking uncomfortable. She glanced over at me.
葉月さん、このことは口外無用でね。うん。ありがとう。
Nagisa-san smiled at me before pulling Rina-san toward her. Nagisa-san signaled me with her eyes that I should leave. Now. I ran out of there as fast as I could. And I ran. I ran so far away. I ran all the way to the garden. I just ran without thinking. But Nagisa-san had actually been the one to kiss Rina-san. She was always the one trying to escape Rina-san's kisses, though. That aggressiveness made her seem like a different person. Ah. What if, just like with Aya, Nagisa-san and Rina-san were actually twins who loved each other, but agonized over their forbidden relationship? If they really were twins, Rina-san would definitely know about it. I was a mess. I had to get a hold of myself before I saw Minami-san. Otherwise, I'd give her the wrong impression again. I decided to hurry on to the classroom. Even after I got to class and took my seat, my head still wouldn't cool down. At this rate, Minami-san was bound to get the wrong impression about me. So I left my bag behind and stepped out onto the hall. I took advantage of the small amount of time before class started and distracted myself by crunching along the path through the rear garden. But I still couldn't get the image of those two out of my head. I decided to sit down for a minute in one of the lonely garden chairs. Maybe it was a sudden drop in temperature, but surprisingly, the garden was totally deserted. I was free to fantasize all I wanted. Free to masturbate in the open air.
ため息をつくと幸せが逃げていくと申しますわ。
Speak of the devil. I heard someone calling out from behind me, and literally leapt out of my seat.
そんなに驚かれるなんて、まるで幽霊でも見たようですわよ。まなみさんみたいな幽霊なら取りつかれてみてもいいかなって。って何言ってんだろう私。
Yeah. Nobody has any idea what you're saying.
本当に驚かせてしまったようですわね。あ、いや、その、
Minami-san quietly sat down next to me with a smile. Thank goodness. I didn't seem to have put her off too much. Leave it to my angel to politely ignore my bizarre and thoughtless ramblings. I loved her. Mana's face suddenly popped into my head, but this wasn't the time to tell her how I felt. I was too self-conscious, and it would be a shame to ruin what I already had with Minami-san.
それはそうと、お顔の色が優れませんことよ。どうかなさいまして？
I wondered if I should tell her about Nagisa-san and Rina-san. But if I did tell her, I would be confessing that I was spying on them. What should I do? I have no idea what happens. I decided I probably shouldn't say anything. If I offended Manami-san by saying something strange, I would just die from the shock.
なんでもないよ。なんでも？そうでしょうか。
Manami-san moved closer, peering at my face. Oh, too close. Awkward. If there was a sudden earthquake right now, I could probably kiss her and play it off as an accident. It was an accident. I couldn't help it.
あずきさんのそのご様子から察するに。
Manami-san laughed, close enough that I could feel her breath.
誰かさんと誰かさんのキスでも見てしまわれたとか？どうしてわかったの
？She was taken aback by my sudden increase in volume. Her eyes went wide with surprise.
いきなり大声出してごめんなさい。いえ、構いませんわ。それにしても、まなみさんってすっごいな。まさか、なぎささんがりなさんにキスしてるところを見ちゃったこと、言い当てちゃうなんて。私は誰かさんと誰かさんと申しただけですわよ。なぎささんとりなさんがキスしてらしたんですね。
Manami-san giggled.
私
My face turned bright red. I said more than I should have. And in front of Manami-san, no less.
恥ずかしい。そんな風に恥ずかしがるはずきさんってとても新鮮。やだ、もう言わないで。
What is this nonsense? I felt something gently touch the fingers covering my face. Was that? When I looked up, Manami-san was smiling like nothing was wrong. It couldn't be. Manami-san wouldn't have any reason to kiss my fingers, after all.
あの二人のキスを見て相当驚かれた様子。でもご存じないなら驚かれるのも無理はありませんわね。何がですか？あの二人はこの付属のベストカップルですもの。
There it was again. The best couples. Even Manami-san was talking about it.
ベストカップルってことはやはりあの二人は付き合ってるってことでしょうか？葉月さんは誤解なさっているようですわね。この付属のベストカップルは必ずしも実際に交際しているかどうかは関係ありませんわ。大事なのは第三者から客観的に見て2人が強い絆で結ばれているかどうかなのです。なるほど。だからベストカップルなのね。はあ。
Hearing Minami-san's explanation suddenly made me jealous. Aya had Ai-san, and Rina-san had Nagisa-san. Haven't we already been told this? It must be nice to be a best couple. I wanted someone like that too.
物欲しそうな顔しちゃって。
It sounded like someone just called me needy.
どうかなさいまして?
I looked at Minami-san to find her wearing her usual smile. I could have sworn I'd heard her voice. Was I going crazy? Were my ears really playing tricks on me? I wanted to ask Minami-san about it, but I didn't want to sound mistrustful. Where are we supposed to hide you this time? Someone latched onto me from behind, and I nearly fell down.
あや、いきなり何なのよ。ごめん。うわー、見つかった。あやー。今日こそ一緒に登校しようって約束したのに、どうしてよ。
Ah, farewell my quiet time alone with my goddess. What was these two's problem? Day after day after day.
もう、愛もいい加減妹離れしなさいよ。いやー、今まで離れてた分を取り戻すの。もう、ここ校内なんだから抱きつかないでよ。あやこそ、そんな部外者に抱きついちゃ嫌。抱きつくなら私にして。苦しい。
Being squeezed from both sides was suffocating me.
私はお邪魔なようですので、先に教室に参りますわね。
My goddess turned her back to me and briskly walked away.
妹離れして。あやは友達離れして。
They spoke just like each other.
っていうか、あやから離れなさい、この部外者。
Still clinging to me, Ai-san glared like a kitten trying to be menacing. Not only had she interfered with the rendezvous between me and my goddess, but now I was being subjected to this. I mean, it was great being sandwiched between two lovely girls. But
ちょっと泣いていいかも。
I was crushed. And we will have lunchtime on the next exciting episode of A Kiss for the Petals. The New Generation. Brought to you by, well, yeah, you know.